Welcome, race fans, out to Dover International Speedway for the Southern Motorsports Camping World Truck Series. And let's see, we do have a very competitive field out here tonight. We do have 32 drivers on the field. Should be a great race by these guys. Let's get the sound for the trucks there going really quick. We do have, this is the last race before the chase, so we'll go ahead and go through the point standings right now. Brad Hicks is your points leader after 12 races, only has one win so far this year, but does lead the points. Shane Papala in second, Paul Zoda third, Billy Howard fourth, Kurt Davidson in fifth, AJ Hamill sixth, Rob Whitmore in seventh, Lupe Gonzalez eighth, Stephen Bird ninth, Jeff Glockner Jeff Glockner in 10th, Adam Baker. We're going to go through the 16 here, and then we'll go through a couple of these bubble drivers. Adam Baker is tied for 11th. William Lee is also tied for 11th. Lynn McNeese in 13th. Keith Haney 14th. Jay Dubuque is in 15th. Rounding out the top 16. They are actually only doing a round of 8. So our bubble drivers are actually Jeff Glockner, Stephen Bird, Adam Baker, William Lee. They are all within striking distance of getting into that top 8. They do need a win, and they do need one of these top 8 guys to wreck to kind of get into that chase tonight. Should be a great race, though. We do have roughly 5 minutes left in practice. We are going to go ahead and check a Southern Motorsport commercial out, and then we will be going into our national anthem just before we go to qualify. All right, we are back. We do have a little bit more time before we do go to qualify, so we're going to look at some of these practice laps going in. And we forgot to do this tonight, but I am Stephen Parks. I'm on the call tonight. As usual here on Max Speed TV3, we will be having a couple more guest commentators in the booth in the coming weeks. Tomorrow we are going to try to have Al Smith Jr., one of those Southern Motorsports drivers who has decided to come up into the booth with me and broadcast on Wednesday nights. So we'll see if how he does, and I imagine we'll see him consistently on Wednesday nights. So we do have roughly 2:45 left in practice. Lupe Gonzalez does have the fastest time right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at the top 5 right now in times. We don't actually have the times. We have where they came in at for practice. Lupe Gonzalez runs the fastest time right now, and he is ahead by, looks like, roughly 100th over Jackson Allen, who he debuted last week and did finish really well here in the Southern Motorsports Truck Series. Joe Mitchell currently in 3rd. Lynn McNeese running a 4th place lap time, and Keith Haney rounding out the top 5 in practice right now. We are watching the 88 of Jeff Glockner in the 66. Is the 66 a new driver here? Looking to see who is the 66. The 66 is Skylar Allen Sr. I believe last week was his first time here, and both of them into the wall there. Jeff Glockner is going to keep it against the wall and avoid Skylar Allen spinning out. We're now on the 39 of Jackson Allen, trying to get a couple more laps in. And as we go to the 1 minute to go left in qualifying, we are actually going to step away for the national anthem, and we'll be back for qualifying here at the Southern Motorsports Truck Series.
Guys.
And now for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
And we are back. Qualifying times are starting. They haven't exactly pulled in a qualifying time just yet. They do have 3 laps around here at Southern Motorsports. And oddly enough, is the overlay going to pull in a lap time for us tonight? There we go. We are getting lap times. It's not registering these guys on the track tonight. Justin McDuff will pull the pole away right now. Jackson Allen's going to take it away from Justin McDuff, and actually Keith Haney is going to move into second, going ahead of Justin McDuff. Pretty tight field right now. They have about a second for between. Well, now we're getting some slower times in, so we did have about a second between the top 10 and actually the top 15 or 14, as we only have 14 drivers qualified right now of the 32 here tonight. More times rolling in. We now have 20 trucks qualified. We still do have, or we actually have 21 with times. Jackson Allen still holding on to that pole here tonight, though. Let's look for a driver that's still out there. Joe Mitchell. Not sure. I think he's finished his laps here tonight. We see Paul Cohen now pulling off the pit road. He doesn't have any times yet. Let's go ahead and watch Paul Cohen. We're going to watch Paul Cohen, and that switched us to Brad Hicks. There's Paul. And I'm wondering if we're dealing with any connection issue tonight, because Paul Cohen's been on the track this whole time, and it keeps flipping us to a different driver. So should be rounding out qualifying any minute now, as I believe everybody that will take time has taken time. 22 drivers took time here tonight. Still, there we go. We will be flipping to the grid in just one moment now. And they will be gridding from the pit tonight. And I believe it was Jackson Allen coming away with the pole. See if we can find him really quick. Alright, let's go ahead and go through our grid tonight. Jackson Allen for Lazy Days Racing comes away with the pole. Keith Haney for Georgia Boys Racing will finish second in qualifying. Joe Mitchell will finish third tonight, or start third tonight. Justin McDuff will start in fourth. Lyndon McNeese will start in fifth. Thomas Keene will start in sixth. AJ Hamill for Upstate Racing will start in 7th. Adam Baker for MB Motorsports will start in 8th. Chad Klinger will start in 9th tonight. Ryan Gemmel for MB Motorsports will start in 10th. Billy Howard will start in 11th tonight. David Gainforth will start in 12th. Paul Zota for SoMo Racing will start in 13th. Paul Cohen will start in 14th. Eric Burley for Lazy Days Racing will start in 15th. Daniel Haney for Georgia Boys Racing will start in 16th. Ronald Etheridge will start in 17th tonight. Jeff Glockner will start in 18th. Jay Dubuque will start in 19th. David Howard Jr. will start in 20th. Skylar Allen Sr. for Lazy Days Racing will start in 21st. Stephen Bird will start in 22nd. Brad Hicks will start in 23rd tonight. Ivan Jones for Lazy Days Racing will start in 24th. Lupe Gonzalez for 575 Motorsports will start in 25th. Ray Williams for Long Shot Motorsports will start in 26th. Mark McFadden will start in 27th tonight. Eric Talent, 28th. Joe Owens for Jonas Motorsports will start in 29th. Justin Anderson will start in 30th tonight. James Haney for Georgia Boys Racing will start in 31st. Chris Lintelman will start in, for Lazy Days Racing, will start in 32nd. And that'll round out the field tonight. We did have two drivers not take the grid. But Jackson Allen up front will start the race here tonight. Barely edging out the 87 of Keith Haney. And let's see how long this front row can hold on. The last couple of races we've watched, we've seen that front row kind of die off quick and end up at the back of the field. Pace car did dip in, waiting for that green flag. And we're off to racing here at the Dover 115 and the SoMo Truck Series. And Keith Haney will go on that high side. Doesn't have that run. It definitely does seem at the beginning of this tire run, they're going to see those bottom line guys definitely surge ahead. And now Jackson Allen looking to that high side. Is he going to give up the lead to Joe Mitchell? He's got a good amount of distance. And we're already seeing Keith Haney fall back. He is back in fourth now. Lynn McNeese moving up into the top three. Joe Mitchell now fifth. And their single file all the way back to AJ Hamill in the 18. Battling with the 26 of Thomas Keene, or 25 of Thomas Keene, and the 48 of Adam Baker is behind them. And that battle is starting to clear up a little bit. AJ Hamill's now with Justin McDuff. Adam Baker back in 8th. Chris Klinger in 9th. And rounding out the top 10 right now is Billy Howard. The 101 of David Gainforth and that Mr. Bubbles Rusty Machine right in front of the 99 of Paul Zota. And then you go back to the 83 of Ryan Gimmel and the 14 of Eric Barilli battling side by side. Ryan Gimmel's got that inside line, so he's definitely got the advantage if his tires don't run up quick. And we're seeing Eric Barilli actually get a run on the straights, so maybe he can make he is going to make the pass on that high side. But he's going to hit the wall. He's going to go down into the wall. Oh! And I imagine we'll see our first caution. We do. And it definitely looked... Oh, he's going to get hit by the 55, and the 55 is going to blow his engine. 75 loses control. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first caution of the night. Go back a little bit more. And we'll go to Eric Barilli. We'll see him coming off the corner. He just hits that loose spot at the top of the corner. Slams into the wall, goes down to the inside wall, blows his engine there. Locks it down. Everything looked good from there. He actually backs up a little bit, trying to turn back around. The 55 is going to run right into him. Let's see what happened to the 75. It looked like he had locked them up. That was Chris Lintelman. Go back and check to see what happened to him. Oh, he must have locked him up when he saw Eric get hit there and just barely got tapped. A little bit of damage for him, but he's still got that engine under him. And we've already got a lot of trucks with damage. Chris is actually going to stay out and stay on that lead lap. But we'll go out front. Jackson Allen up front, 6 laps led. So we had some pretty good racing, 7 laps in. And we're definitely seeing some advantages to that high side. And we're seeing some disadvantages. Lose a little bit of control coming off that corner. And the top 3 did not pit. Jackson Allen, Lynn McNeese, and Billy Howard. And we've got some time. Let's see if we can get a word in with Jackson Allen here really quick. Jackson Allen, you got a copy? All right, well, Jackson Allen, you there? Think we're having a little bit of mic issues right now. Jackson Allen, you got a copy?
Got me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right.
Sorry about that.
Well, it was a pretty short run to start the race. You did lead all 7 laps, coming to 8 laps once you cross the start-finish here. How is the truck feeling out there tonight?
I think as the run goes on a little bit longer, they'll definitely tighten up. But after those first 6 laps, I didn't really have enough to lead the pit. I felt like the truck was still feeling good, so that's the reason we stayed out.
Now, we did see you immediately after turn 1 and 2, where you were able to clear the 87 of Keith Haney. We saw you jump to that high side. Is it your plan to be on the high side tonight?
No, I prefer to really get it high coming out of the corners there. It kind of saves you from scrubbing the tires as much as possible.
All right. Well, I believe I want to say maybe you guys are going 1 to go this time around. So, with that, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Just Lazy Days Racing and Cody. We got that Take a Bite Out of Cancer coming up. Make sure you guys check that out. And thank you for putting on a good show there, Steven.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and I'll let you get back to your racing and get refocused.
Beam.pro, thank you.
And that was Jackson Allen of Lazy Days Racing. As he had mentioned, Lazy Days Racing is holding a charity race here in a couple weeks for Cody Kramer, one of their drivers who was recently diagnosed with cancer. They're going to try to help him out, try to give him a little bit of financial help, and they're doing a charity race. You can buy your way into the final Saturday night, October 22nd, or you can race in one of the 2 heats on Friday night, the 21st, and all the proceeds will go to Cody Kramer to help him in his battle with cancer. And those 2 races, or actually 3 races, will be live here on Max Speed TV 3. We'll have Scott Brinson in the booth with us Friday night, and Paul Zoda of SoMo Racing will be in the booth Saturday night. Pace car does dip in. Jackson Allen will be able to bring him back around to go green flag racing here. Will lead his 9th lap of the night. Green flag is out. They're back to racing. Does Lynn McNeese beat him to the line? He doesn't. Jackson Allen will get his 9th lap led of the night as we go to lap 10 of 115 out here tonight. The 04 is going to dip below that 07. That is Chad Klinger, who we haven't seen race here at Southern Motorsports yet. It did look like Lynn McNeese clipped the wall coming out of the corner there. We got a great battle going back on here with the 54 Joe Mitchell, the 87 of Keith Haney. Keith Haney's going to start to drop off a little bit. He's going to slip right behind the 54. We're going to go back to the 18 and 99 now. As AJ Hamill is actually going to, they're going to do the same thing. Now Paul Zoda looking to that inside line is not going to get the bumper in. Maybe he is. No, he's not. He's not going to get that bumper in. So things will clear out there. We're going single file racing most of the way through. as actually the 20 is going to make the pass on the 54. 18 is going to dip below him. That's AJ Hamill and Justin McDuff going below Joe Mitchell. Paul Zoda is going to try to follow him, but Joe Mitchell is going to butt in front of the 18. Now we're seeing Joe Mitchell go high every corner. Maybe that's a strategy. He's going to hit the wall. Paul Zoda is going to go right around him. And I imagine Joe Mitchell has got some damage, because we are seeing Joe Mitchell fall back the field as he is still out here. What position is he in? He is in 15th, but he's got the 11 of Daniel Haney. Battling there, and he's got the 67 of Mark McFadden there as well. Go up here to Daniel, as we do have another caution. We got a pretty good wreck, it looked like, as they're still wrecking. The 48 involved, the 86 involved, points leader involved in a wreck. Let's see if we can see what happened to Adam Baker here as we have our second caution of the night. Adam Baker coming off of 2. Actually happened way ahead of him. Oh, there was like a multi-car accident there. Adam Baker was involved in the back half of it. And we'll see what happened to Billy Howard there in a second, but it looked like the 86 of Brad Hicks checked up. And I want to say that was the 25. We'll see who was behind. The 24. See who's driving the 24 tonight. Joe Owens was also involved in that. We'll go ahead and see what happened to Joe Owens, and then we'll go up and check what happened to Billy Howard. Joe Owens just had nowhere to go on that one. We'll go up and check what happened to the 07 of Billy Howard now. Billy Howard going into the 1, battling with the 87 of Keith Haney. And he has the 20 come down on it, or come under him. Looks like a little bit of netcode. We'll take one more look at it. Take a look at it from the camera view. Because to me, it looked like they didn't even touch. Yeah, they did not even touch netcode. Once again, strikes at Southern Motorsports. Billy Howard is the victim this time, but he didn't get too much damage compared to Brad Hicks and Adam Baker. So Billy Howard will have damage out there. No fast repair for these guys. And now Chad Klinger will be on the pole here, or actually be in the lead. We do not have Chad in TeamSpeak, so let's see, who can we pull in? Let's try to get, is AJ Hamill in here? Actually, Chad Klinger is in here. Let's try to get a word in with him really quick. Chad Klinger, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, you're sitting up front right now. You started back in 9th. You actually get your first lap led right there. How's the truck feeling out there for you?
It's actually feeling pretty good. Not too loose, not too tight. Just feels right.
Now, was the truck just feeling right where you decided not to pit there?
No, I actually just missed my pit stall. Couldn't see it, so I guess that's just changed my strategy, and I'll stay out this time.
All right. Well, so we've noticed some guys going, we've actually noticed a lot of guys deciding to take kind of that high line going into the corners, and we're thinking maybe, you know, they're trying to get a long run, you know, they're hoping to save their tires. Are you just hitting that bottom line every time going into the corners?
I'm trying to. We haven't gotten a long enough run to even try for me to go to the outside. If we do, I'll probably venture up there, but for right now, I'm just sticking to the bottom.
All right. Well, I believe we are getting ready to get the one to go. So, with that, would you like to give anybody a shout out tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my to Hendrick Motorsports and Hendrick Luxury Collision for all they did for me. Sherwin Williams and my family.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully, we get to talk to you later on tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is Chad Klinger. Started in 9th tonight, now has 2 laps led. We do have the 1 to go. Jackson Allen, who started on the pole, actually that whole front row, now sitting on the 2nd row. Jackson Allen and Keith Haney both in 3rd and 4th. And we talked about that to start the race. Seeing these guys kind of move back through the field. And maybe that's just, they're not as used to... They're very good at running those fast laps, but maybe they're not as used to running in packs. We do see Thomas Keene up front. I believe he has back-to-back wins here at Southern Motorsports in the Truck Series. So he is always a tough competitor. Pace car has dipped in. Chad Klinger will bring him to the line. Green flag is out. We're back to racing here at the Southern Motorsports Truck Series. And Thomas Keene's going to get checked up. And it looked like he didn't see Chad Klinger that close to him. He's going to get checked up and he's going to move back in the field. AJ Hamill now into the 3rd position. And that was a crazy move. And we got to check that out once more. Because I don't know if they're going to black flag Chad Klinger for switching lanes too early. Jackson Allen's going to put the pressure on him. And Jackson Allen is going to make the pass to the inside. They get really close coming on into the corner. And this could be a close battle as Chad is going to try to put that truck right down against the 39 of Jackson Allen. And he's going to let him pass there. So Jackson Allen will be back in the lead. Chad Klinger is going to fall back into that 2nd position. AJ Hamill and Thomas Keene are barreling down on him. And we're going to see the 04 Chad Klinger move to that high line and possibly give up the 2nd and 3rd position now. He's going to hold on to 2nd. So we got we're going to go back to Paul Zota because he is battling Thomas Keene right now. And that battle is starting to die off. We did see Paul kind of get really close to him. AJ Hamill to that inside line. Is he going to make the pass? We're going to go door to door coming off the corner. I imagine Chad will hold on to 2nd right now. Paul Zota looking to that inside. We're seeing Paul get close every time going into 3. Let's go back here and watch Thomas Keene because he has got a 3-way battle on his hand. AJ Hamill in front of him. Thomas Keene in 4th. Paul Zota in 5th. This top 5 is battling, trying to get all the position they can, because they know next week is the start of the chase. Thomas Keene to that inside line. AJ Hamill is going to be on the outside, and it does look like Thomas Keene is going to make the pass. He's got some work to get up to Chad Klinger. And we're going to go back to Paul Zota, who's now got AJ Hamill in his sights, but he's got Keith Haney right behind him. AJ Hamill's going to hit the wall. Is Paul Zota going to go to that inside line and get the bumper in there? He is going to get underneath him. Doesn't quite get it. And AJ Hamill will shut the door on him. And Jackson Allen is leading up front and leading by a pretty good margin. We're going to go back to Chad Klinger, who is getting passed by the 25 of Thomas Keene, who he checked up at that restart. And Thomas Keene is going to try to slide right in front of him. He doesn't quite get it. He is going to be scored as 2nd. And we are seeing that pass now as that bottom line is developing for these guys. And we did see Paul Zota move into that 4th position, passing up AJ Hamill. Hasn't quite been official yet, but Paul Zota now in 4th. Keith Haney back in 5th. And Chad Klinger now in 3rd, 27 laps down here. Jackson Allen has led 22. This battle back here for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th positions is shaping up to be a pretty good one. AJ Hamill in that battle. Keith Haney, and another 3-car battle with AJ Hamill, who is in that 5th position. Keith in 6th. Justin McDuff in 7th. And you see the distance between these guys. And Keith Haney is going to get passed by Justin McDuff. So Justin McDuff will move into 6th. Now he's got to start working on the 18 of AJ Hamill. And we saw Keith Haney when he first came into Southern Motorsports. He was dominating in this league. Maybe these short tracks are not his style running, or these intermediate ovals, because we haven't seen him dominate a race in a couple weeks. We'll go back out near the front. We'll go at the to the leader right now, Jackson Allen, up there 0.6 ahead of Thomas Keene. And third, you have Chad Kingler still battling up there. Even with those older tires, he is still able to keep that truck up there. AJ Hamill in 5th, Paul Zota in 6th. And who do we have battling up there? The 53 of Lupe Gonzalez. Where is Lupe, though? I don't have Lupe on. Lupe is 2 laps down. So we're going to go back up to that Paul Zota battle, because he's got a 3-car battle. He's actually got a 4-car battle on his hands right now. As he's inching closer to AJ Hamill. We'll take a look to see. He's actually got some distance on Justin McDuff now. AJ Hamill, he's starting to catch him down to 0.2. Let's go up to our 2nd place battle, because I think that is not heating up. This is the one of the closer battles we have. We do have Joe Mitchell. Let's go ahead and actually look through the field really quick here. As Paul Zota holding on to that 5th position, AJ Hamill is ahead of him. Keith Haney is barreling down on him. And are we having trucks go to pit road already? Or are these lap trucks? We do have 75 of Chris Lentelman still on the track, 2 laps down. We've got a couple trucks 2 laps down. 35 down, or 34 laps down. And AJ Hamill will drop down in front of the 88, who is lap traffic. And Paul Zota used that lap traffic to his advantage, slowed up the 87 of Keith Haney, 20 of Justin McDuff, back in 7th. David Gainforth is in 8th, Ryan Gemmel in 9th. Rounding out your top 10 is the points leader, Brad Hicks, battling back from that crash earlier. It doesn't look like he took that much damage repair. Right behind him, you have Lynn McNeese running in 11th. Joe Mitchell is gaining time on Lynn McNeese as well. And you go back to Daniel Haney in 13th, Stephen Bird 14th, and rounding out your top 15 is Paul Cohen. Jackson Allen pulling away from the field. And this battle for 3rd is actually starting to heat up. And Chad Kingler in trouble. Those old tires are starting to wear off. AJ Hamill is right behind him now. Chad Kingler was the only driver to lead laps other than Jackson Allen. So he does have that on the rest of the field, but AJ Hamill is looking to pass him, going to the inside. He will be making that pass this time around, as he's definitely got the faster truck with those newer tires. He is going to make the pass and be scored as 3rd. He's going to drop right in front of Chad Kingler. As soon as he gets that clear call, Chad's going to look to that inside line. Doesn't quite get it. Keith Haney barreling down on him. on him now, looking for that 4th position. Keith Haney had to check up a little bit to get to the inside, but he will get to the inside of the 04, and he will be passing him this time around. So with a 20 of Justin McDuff, we've got a new top 5 with Chad Kingler now falling out of the top 5. He hasn't quite yet fallen out, but I imagine we will see that as they come around turn number 4. And he will be scored outside the top 5 on lap 42 of 115 out here tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look through. Actually, let's look at our top 5 and see where they started. Jackson Allen up front started on the pole tonight. He's got a 2.5 second lead on the field. 38 laps led here tonight. Thomas Keene started in 6th, now sitting in 2nd. AJ Hamill started in 7th, now in 3rd. Keith Haney started in 2nd tonight, now sits in 4th. Justin McDuff started in 4th, now sitting in 5th. We are still seeing Jackson Allen pull away from the rest of the field. Let's go ahead and look at the Thomas Keene. I believe he does have lap traffic ahead of him. And it looks like he got a little loose there coming off the corner. He is going to be able to keep it together. But we do have a spinner. Actually, we have a blown engine. And I believe that is the 53 of Lupe Gonzalez. And it is. Lupe will most likely be ending his night tonight. Started 25th. And lots of damage on that 575 Motorsports truck tonight. I do believe he will be parking it and taking it behind the wall. Tough break for Lupe. We are going back out to the field. Thomas Keene, 3.7 back from Jackson Allen. Jackson Allen is checking out of this race. If this thing stays green, the rest of this field might be in trouble of losing one to Jackson Allen. Keith Haney now sitting in 3rd. And Justin McDuff in 4th. AJ Hamill 5th. And let's go ahead. We were going to do it earlier, but we're going to do it right now. Jackson Allen. Jackson Allen started 1st tonight. Started on that pole. Led 43 laps now. Sits in 1st. Thomas Keene started 6th tonight, now sitting in 2nd. Keith Haney started 2nd, now in 3rd. Justin McDuff started in 4th and is in 4th. AJ Hamill started in 7th, now in 5th. David Gainforth started 12th tonight, now sitting in 6th. Lynn McNeese started 5th, now sitting in 7th. Brad Hicks started way back in 23rd. Saw him fall back to 27th at one point, now up to 8th. Chad Kingler, who we saw not pit on that last caution, has elected to stay out. He actually said he missed his pit stall. Started in 9th, now sits in 9th. Ryan Gemmel, did he just get past? He did just get passed by the 54 of Joe Mitchell. Go ahead and switch to Joe really quick. Joe Mitchell started 3rd, now sitting in 10th. We'll let that update really quick. So Joe Mitchell is now in 10th. Ryan Gemmel started 10th, now in 11th. Paul Zoda started 13th, now 12th. Daniel Haney started 16th, now 13th. Stephen Bird started 22nd, now up to 14th. Ivan Jones started 24th, now up to 15th. Paul Cohen started 14th, now has fallen back to 16th. Justin Anderson started in 30th, now scored as 17th. Billy Howard scored as 18th for the moment, did start in 11th. David Howard Jr. started in 20th, now up to 19th. Mark McFadden is the last car on the lead lap, started 27th, now up to 20th. Ray Williams started 26th tonight, now up to 21st, is 1 lap down. Joe Owens started 29th, now 22nd, 1 lap down. Jay Dubuque started 19th, now in 23rd, 1 lap down. Adam Baker started 8th, now has fallen back to 24th, 2 laps down. Excuse me, Adam Baker is now in 25th. Chris Lintelman started 32nd, now up to 25th, 2 laps down as well. Lupe Gonzalez took it behind the wall. Jeff Glockner behind the wall. Ronald Etheridge behind the wall. James Haney has taken it behind the wall. Eric Gurley behind the wall. Eric Talent and Skylar Allen have all taken it behind the wall tonight. Jackson Allen still out leading this race. Lap 55 of 115, 50 laps led tonight. And if this thing stays green, these guys are in trouble. Jackson Allen is 4 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. And we're watching Thomas Keene as he has a pretty good lead on 3rd place of Keith Haney. Justin McDuff in 4th. David Gainforth now scored as 5th. And look at that, Lynn McNeese has made his way up. Actually, he's still sitting in 6th. I thought he made his way up the field. Brad Hicks back here with AJ Hamill, battling for that 7th and 8th position. And the question is, when do we start seeing these guys come down pit road? We've seen the 75 go low. That is Chris Lintelman. And he is bringing it down pit road, so maybe he's ready for that pit stop. He will go on pit road. Doesn't go up on the Jackson BR. He's actually going to miss his pit stall. He is taking his pit stop right now. About the halfway point in this race. Jackson Allen into the wall. It's not going to affect him that much because he's got almost a 5-second lead on the rest of the field. He's actually going to improve that lead more, and that's impressive. He's getting ready to lap the 99 of Paul Zoda, who is in 19th at the moment. And he's starting to lose a little bit of time. Maybe hitting that wall is affecting that truck more than he thought. Chad Kingler is on pit road now. I'm gonna look to see. I can't see any of those. Nope. No, I think he's pulling off pit road now. He is. Chad Kingler pulling off pit road. We're gonna see if we could see his pit stop time. Two cautions tonight, 63 laps down. Great battling by these guys tonight, as I believe Jackson Allen has locked the most laps led tonight, as the only other driver to lead laps was Chad Kingler, who is now scored as 23rd, 2 laps down. Jackson Allen out to a 7-second lead. Thomas Keene on pit road now. So he will bring it into his pit stall and give up the second position to Keith Haney. We're seeing the 18 of AJ Hamill bring it down as well. And the 52 of Ivan Jones is going to follow right behind. So we're going to start seeing these pit stops now. When does Jackson Allen bring it down pit road? Keith Haney now in that second position. Justin McDuff in third. David Gainforth fourth. Lynn McNeese rounding out your top 5 at the moment. And all but one of our drivers here, David Gainforth, started in the top 5. David Gainforth battled from 12th up to 4th. And Jackson Allen has brought it down pit road. Interesting. We're gonna see Jackson Allen fall back quite a ways. And if a caution comes out here, that is real trouble for him. Keith Haney now out there leading his first laps of the night. And when did we see Keith Haney bringing down pit road? As now our top 5 is as follows: Keith Haney, Lynn McNeese, David Gainforth, Brad Hicks, David Howard Jr. And we have 9 trucks on the lead lap. That'll be changing here soon, as now we have 7 trucks on the lead lap, and we're down to 5 now. And we actually have 5 trucks on the lead lap, and do we have 1, maybe 2 that are 1 lap down? So these pit stops are hurting these guys. If a caution comes out now, Keith Haney, Lynn McNeese, Brad Hicks, Paul Cohen, and David Gainforth will be in a good position. As David Gainforth coming off pit road, he may give up that lucky dog to Joe Owens if the caution comes out. Lap 71 of 115 out here tonight. Keith Haney now on his 5th lap led. When does he bring it down pit road? He's going to tap the wall, so maybe we'll see him come down now that he's tapped that wall, leading his 6th lap of the night. He is going to have that bonus point that Chad, tough there, as it looks like the 51 of Paul Cohen battling him off the corner. He is going to bring it down pit road as he's going to take it down to the apron. So is that going to give Lynn McNeese enough time to get a lap led out here tonight? He is going to take the turn around 3 and 4, and he's bringing it down pit road. And so is Brad Hicks. Does Paul Cohen decide to stay out 1 extra lap and lead a lap? Paul Cohen out front. Is he staying out long enough to lead that lap, though? It doesn't look like it. There is a 15-second gap, so maybe he'll cross the start-finish as he goes. He's going to lose control in the pits. This is going to be close, and he's not going to be scored as the leader. We lost the field for 1 second. Thomas Keene, though, is back out front leading these laps. He's getting his first lap led here tonight on lap 74. And that's going to put a lot of these drivers back on that lead lap. Thomas Keene in the lead. Justin McDuff currently sitting in second. Keith Haney third. Joe Mitchell sitting in fourth. Chad Kingler is in fifth. And I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Did Jackson Allen disconnect? I do not have Jackson Allen on the field. So the man who led 61 laps out here tonight is not on the track. And I think Jackson Allen had connection issues because on TeamSpeak it does say he dropped connection. So we still do have 23 trucks on the track. We're watching the leader right now of Thomas Keene trying to make his way through lap traffic. He does have a 2-second lead, or actually almost now out to a 2.5-second lead over Justin McDuff, but he's going to have to try to battle through some lap traffic, and Ivan Jones is going to push him because Ivan Jones wants to stay on that lead lap. And we actually saw Thomas Keene lose about a second in that battle with Ivan Jones. As now Thomas Keene looking, is he gonna split it 3 wide? He's gonna put Daniel Haney up top. David Howard Jr. is down low, and they're gonna slide up. So David's gonna be on the top side, still gonna be in front of Thomas Keene. Thomas Keene is going to get around the 9 of David Howard Jr., a lapped truck out there tonight. We're going to go back and look at, see what our next battle is. We actually have to go all the way back to 6 with AJ Hamill, who has the 83 of Ryan Gemmell. That's what happened. I just saw on TeamSpeak that you had lost connection, so I was wondering what happened to you, man. Tough break out there tonight. Thomas Keene down to 1.4 second lead. AJ Hamill is trying to secure that 6th position from David Gainforth. And AJ Hamill is going to give up that 6th position now to David Gainforth. He got stuck on that high side. He's not going to give it up to Ryan Gemmell, though. He's going to get down right in front of him. And now Ryan Gemmell looking to that inside line. He isn't going to quite get it. And we should be on the 30 to go. When Thomas Keene brings it around this time to go, we are on the 30 to go now. Great battling. AJ Hamill's now going to give up the 7th position to Ryan Gemmell. Now let's go watch Justin McDuff. I think he's starting to make that way through that lap traffic. He is. That we saw Thomas Keene struggling with earlier, and actually he lost a second on his lead because of this lap traffic. Thanks, man. That is Jackson Allen in the chat right now. Checking out the rest of this race. He did have his blue screen of death, so he was removed from the server. Unable to finish this race after leading 61 laps. He will get the bonus points tonight for that most laps led title. Unfortunately, he will not come away with the win, as this battle is starting to heat up. Thomas Keene down to a second. Justin McDuff is catching him. Thomas Keene, 1 point, was out to a 2.5 second lead, and that lead has dwindled pretty quickly as Thomas Keene is working his way, or Justin McDuff now working his way up the field. And maybe Thomas Keene burned those tires up pretty quick when he saw that open field in front of him. As Thomas Keene lead now down to 0.8. This is starting to heat up as we're almost to the 20 to go. Justin McDuff is in the same trouble that Thomas Keene was in now. He's got the 52 of Ivan Jones battling up top with the 9 of David Howard Jr. That is a position battle. And Ivan Jones is going to dip in front of Thomas Keene. Or not Thomas Keene, but Justin McDuff. So Justin McDuff is starting to lose time once again because of the 52 and 9 battling in front of him. He's got the 84 behind him, who is lapped as well. Thomas Keene out to a 1.2 second lead as we're heading to lap 94 here shortly. Thomas Keene able to gain, or Justin McDuff able to gain a little bit more time on Thomas as the 52 and the 9 have kind of spread out a little bit. He's got to get around Ivan Jones though. And does he look to the inside? He will look to the inside. Does he get a bumper in there? He will. He will make the pass on the 52 as he takes it to lap 95. And now he's got to get around that 9 and gain some time on Thomas Keene. He's got the 84 down low, but the 84 is going to give it to him as he's got that position battle with the 52 of Ivan Jones. Let's look where Lynn McNeese. Lynn McNeese is in 11th right now, as Justin McDuff has got that gap down to a 0.7 as we get the 20 to go. Down to 0.5. What is happening to Thomas Keene? He is dropping quickly. Did he hit the wall there? Because it's down to a 0.4. This is going to shape up to be a great battle as he's actually behind David Howard Jr. now. Down to a 0.3 second lead. And Justin McDuff is right there trying to make the pass on him. 19 to go here at the Southern Motorsport Truck Series. And I don't know if Thomas Keene is just getting loose off the corners now. It's looking like he's having to slow down a lot. Justin McDuff has got it up to a 0.2 second gap between those two. $18 to go for Justin McDuff to try to make the pass on Thomas Keene, down to a 1.6 second. It's going up to a 0.2 at times. Justin McDuff has definitely got the better entry of these two. Can he get the better exit and make the pass though? Down to a 1.1 second lead. And Justin McDuff's going to hook it right onto the back of his bumper. He's got the draft on him. 17 to go, getting ready to go to 16 to go. Back out to a 0.2 second lead. Justin McDuff has got to keep his composure and get that truck ahead of the 25 of Thomas Keene if he wants a win tonight. 16 to go. Thomas Keene able to keep it out to a 0.2 second lead. He's going to have some more lap traffic coming on up on him. That's going to delay his normal line and push it down, and it's actually going to slow him down. Justin McDuff is going to catch up to him. Back out to a 2.3 second lead. And we saw him get loose coming off that corner. Maybe those tires are starting to heat up and wear out on him again, as Thomas Keene's going to bring it down to a 2.2 sometime or a 1.1 second lead. Justin McDuff, though, is trying to get everything he can out of his truck to get in front. Down to a 0.19 at times, 0.8. And look at that, Keith Haney has now joined the battle. We've got 3 trucks trying to get the lead, 13 to go. Keith Haney's going to go to that inside. Can he make the pass on Justin McDuff, who's on that inside line? And these two are going to battle it out for second place. That's going to give Thomas Keene a little bit of distance, but now Keith Haney right on that back bumper of Thomas Keene. And he's going to be right hooked onto him. Look to that inside line. Does Keith Haney move into the lead with 12 to go? Keith Haney to that inside line, gets on that rear quarter panel. It's going to move him up the field. Thomas Keene looked like he clipped the wall. And Keith Haney will be scored as the leader with 11 to go now. And now Justin McDuff looking to move into that second position. Justin McDuff looking to that inside line. Does he get the pass on Thomas Keene now? Thomas Keene up the hill, doesn't hit the wall, able to keep it off. Keith Haney has extended that lead, so we saw a late run out of the 87 of Keith Haney. And he's now out to a 8 second lead. And now Justin McDuff looking to that inside line. He will make the pass on Thomas Keene, move into that second position. And if Justin McDuff can hold on here, Thomas Keene looked to that 3 wide. He is going to go to the low side of Justin McDuff. He's not going to make the pass, though. 9 to go, and Keith Haney is out to a 1.5 second lead. So he got out in front late here today, and will most likely be bringing home the win, as nobody can stop him right now. Justin McDuff is looking. He's watching that rear mirror, trying to defend Thomas Keene. 8 to go now. Keith Haney out to a 2 second lead. Seven to go, and Justin McDuff is holding on to that second place. Thomas Keene now in third. Rounding out your top 5 is Joe Mitchell in 4th and David Gainforth in 5th. Look to see where they all started. Keith Haney started in 2nd tonight, is sitting in 1st. Justin McDuff started in 4th tonight, now in 2nd. Thomas Keene started in 6th, now in 3rd. Joe Mitchell started 3rd, now in 4th. David Gainforth started back in 12th and has been a competitor up here in the top 5 all day today. We are on 6 to go. And Keith Haney has checked out. 5 laps to go in this race. Keith Haney up front by 2.6, sometimes 2.7. And Justin McDuff is pulling away from Thomas Keene. And with 5 to go, let's go ahead and check out our leader, who is battling through some lap traffic now. 87 of Keith Haney battling with the 86 of Brad Hicks, who is the points leader, and he is the last car one lap down, or last car on the lead lap. 4 to go. Keith Haney will go to that inside line, and will make the pass on the 86, putting him 1 lap down. 3 to go now. Can Brad Hicks fight back to get his lap back and finish on the lead lap here tonight? So 2 cautions here tonight. Great racing by these guys. We saw those 2 cautions early on in the race with 20 laps down. We saw some green flag pit stops. We saw issues with drivers who beat up their cars and had to park them tonight. But it's been great racing out here, as we are going to have 23 of our 32 drivers finish out here tonight. Only 8 of those will be on the lead lap unless Chad Kingler gets passed up with 2 to go. Now the white flag is out, so as long as Chad Kingler can keep it ahead of Keith Haney on this final lap, we will have 8 cars finish on the lead lap. Keith Haney bringing it around for the final time tonight. And there's your winner. Keith Haney will come away with the win tonight and I believe will lock his spot into the chase. Let's go ahead and take a look really quick to see once again where he was sitting in that chase scenario, as I believe he was actually one of those bubble drivers. Let's go ahead and check out really quick. Keith Haney was in 14th. I believe this will actually pole vault him up into that top 8, as this will actually be his 4th win here. This is only his 6th race, but I would imagine he'd be in that chase scenario as they go to, let's see, where are they at next week when they start their chase? They will be at Rockingham, so that'll be another tough track for these guys. But let's go ahead and talk to Thomas Keene, who finished 3rd tonight. If we can find him in here. Thomas Keene, you got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
All right, well, we did see your lead kind of fade near the end of there. How was the truck feeling near the end of that run?
The truck was a little bit tight. Just all that damage that we had in the front end just really killed our race. I guess, I don't know what happened to the 88. 88 just came up and got into me and Jackson there, and Jackson got very little damage. I had a whole front end of damage, had over a minute, so I was hoping for a caution, but if we didn't get a caution, I was going to continue trotting on with it and see what happened. And I knew I was not going to be able to hold off Keith or Justin, so I just let them go. And I wasn't really going to try to race them hard anyways. I mean, they were definitely faster tonight than me. So, but the car felt good. Truck fit was awesome until we had that little damage there. It sucks that it happened there early on in the race, but to bring home 3rd after all that is awesome.
Now, I'm checking the point standings right here for the truck series. Okay, you were back in 35th, but you can definitely play the spoiler heading into the chase. Next week is Rockingham. How is Rockingham for you?
Rockingham's usually a track that I like in the trucks. Anything else, just gets kind of, it's not really my strong suit. But the trucks I actually kind of like there. It's one of those tracks where it's made for the trucks, and you can definitely get used to it very quickly. You do got to protect your tires, and just got to take it easy and do not overdrive it or anything. But besides that, though, it's a track that I'm looking forward to. Usually the trucks, I like a lot of the tracks because, the trucks don't have all that much horsepower compared to the Gen 6 and all that. So, but still, trucks are awesome to drive there, and it should be an interesting race and definitely a fun one.
All right, well, you do start 6th tonight. You battled up front, and you held that lead for a while. 31 laps led tonight. You do get the bonus point of leading a lap, but you do finish 3rd tonight. It is still a great finish, though, even though you had that accident earlier in the race. You have that damage. You were able to finish 3rd tonight, so congrats to you. Anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to?
I just thank my good Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank you there, Stephen, for putting on the race, man. Congrats on Max Speed TV3 once again, man. First official race with them. So I want to say a big shout out to my teammates at Apex Racing and my good friends at Checkers and Records. What else here? We got thanks to everyone in the great this league is a great race. I don't know how many cautions we had, but I think we only had like 2 or 3, which is awesome for Dover. Congrats Keith on his win, Justin on the second, great race. Sucks what happened to Jackson there. He was definitely the class of the field tonight. But all in all, great night, and then we'll come out tomorrow night here at Pocono in the B car. Can try to keep our ride going there, 2 in a row there. So hopefully we can have one good race tomorrow night and get us into a chase position.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on your third place finish. Hopefully, we get to see you tomorrow night at Pocono and next week at Rockingham.
All right, thank you there, man. Appreciate it.
All right, we will go ahead and pull our second place finisher. We'll see if we can get a better angle of his car, because that is a pretty powerful message on that truck. Let's see, where is Justin McDuff? Justin McDuff, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you battled all night long, started in 4th. You finished in 2nd tonight. How was the truck out there for you?
It was challenging. I felt like it got tighter as we went. It started out tight and it just got tighter and tighter and tighter. And I usually am not comfortable and I have to drive a tight truck, but I got a little lucky there with the strategy for once and got some track position. And I thought I was gonna have a shot to win, and then Keith came out of nowhere and then stole it.
Yeah, we did see you gaining a lot of time on Thomas Keene, and we were actually watching you and didn't actually notice until the last minute that Keith Haney was right behind you battling. Was that kind of the same situation for you?
Yeah, I honestly had no idea he was there. I got to those 3 or 4 lap cars, and I was trying to, pick my line. So I was like, if I mess up here, it's basically the race for me. And then I kept looking in my rearview mirror, seeing if anyone was behind me, and I was like, no one's there. And then finally, all of a sudden, he was there. He's to my outside. So he must have I know he stayed out longer, so props to him for rolling the dice with that, because if a caution would have came out, it would have hurt him. He definitely earned this one. He must have put on a show catching up and closing that interval on us.
All right. Now, next week, the chase starts. I don't know if you'll make the chase sitting in 22nd before this race. But you do have the opportunity to kind of spoil the season for some guys. Next week is Rockingham. How are you at Rockingham?
I've never turned a lap there. I know I missed a lot of the races for the trucks, but I'm definitely going for the chase and the Xfinity series. I'm hoping to keep racing, but I don't want to get in the guys' way of the ones that are racing for the championship, because I know I got into Billy Howard a little bit tonight. I don't know what happened with that deal. I don't know what his point stands was coming in, but I feel bad for that whole situation, but to avoid that in the future.
Just to give you a heads up on that, we did go back and check it during the broadcast tonight. It was netcode.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know because I was underneath him. I didn't know if he came down. And I know I went down the apron. I was off the gas, and then next thing I knew, he was sideways, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Because especially I knew it was the race before the chase. I didn't want to be the reason why he missed the chase or something. So, that's good to hear, but it was a tough situation.
Well, you do finish 4th tonight. You come out you start 4th. You come out in 2nd tonight. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my teammate Adam Hamill. He fought through tonight. I know he got the wall a few times, and I think he got a decent run out of it. I know he doesn't like Dover that much, and everyone at the Upstate Racing team and everyone here at SoMo does a great job putting these races on and doing the broadcast.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on your 2nd place finish, and hopefully we get to see you tomorrow night at either Pocono or next week at Rockingham.
Yeah, 10-4. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, and we're going to pull Keith Haney up here. Keith Haney, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, you start 2nd tonight. You do lead 19 laps. Most importantly, though, you lead that last one. And we actually were talking with Justin McDuff, and during the broadcast, we didn't even see you coming up there. Did you just kind of find a second win in that truck as Justin McDuff was trying to battle to get in front of Thomas Keene?
Yeah, I actually I don't know how it all happened. I guess whenever everybody was pitting, I think I was one of the longest trucks that stayed out, which kind of made me have a little bit fresher tires than everyone. And I guess right there toward the ending laps, that must have been what paid off for me.
Now, I believe this finish tonight will pole vault you into that chase, the Truck Series chase. Next week is Rockingham. How are you at Rockingham?
I'm not very good, but I don't think that I'm going to make the chase. I think I'm actually in 14th place even after this win.
You may be, and now that I'm looking at the points, you may not make it, but I mean, Rockingham, you can go there and you can battle and you could still finish great out there, right?
I hope to. I'm going to give all the chase drivers definitely a lot of room. I try to do that tonight as well. I know Paul had a really great run going tonight, and a couple of other guys in the chase got knocked out pretty early in the race, and I hate it for those guys. So next week, I'm not very good at Rockingham, so if if someone's giving me a challenge that's going for the chase, I probably kind of back out of their way and let them have it.
All right. Well, you do finish. You start second here tonight. You do finish with the win, 19 laps led. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Man, not really. I just like to thank you for broadcasting these races. It's really fun to be able to go back and watch them. And Paul does a heck of a job with the league, and everybody in the league's really awesome guys, good racers. I look forward to every night with SoMo.
All right. Well, once again, congrats on your win. Go ahead and celebrate that win tonight, and hopefully we get to see you either tomorrow night or next week at Rockingham.
I will definitely be going for the win tomorrow night at Pocono. I will do whatever it takes to get the win tomorrow night. I'm outside the chase bubble. We only got a few more races to go, and I'm just about going to have to win probably the rest of them, to be honest with you. So I'm going for it tomorrow.
Well, good luck to you, and hopefully we get to speak to you tomorrow night, man.
Thank you, Mr. Parks.
All right, and with that, we will go through our results for tonight. Keith Haney comes away with the win. Justin McDuff gets edged out by Keith Haney, who was able to go by him as he was trying to catch Thomas Keene. He does catch Thomas Keene, and Thomas Keene will finish third tonight. Joe Mitchell will finish fourth. David Gainforth fifth. AJ Hamill will finish sixth. David Howard Jr. will finish seventh. Our last truck on the lead lap, Chad Kingler, will finish eighth. Whoops, we missed a couple drivers there. Brad Hicks will finish ninth, 1 lap down. Daniel Haney will finish 10th, 1 lap down. Ivan Jones will finish 11th, 1 lap down. Len McNeese in 12th. Justin Anderson 13th. Billy Howard 14th. Ryan Gimmel will finish 15th. Ray Williams will finish 16th. Paul Zoda in 17th. Paul Cohen 18th. Stephen Bird 19th. Mark McFadden will finish 20th. Adam Baker will finish 21st. Jay Dubuque will finish 22nd. Joe Owens will finish 23rd. Jackson Allen 24th. Chris Lintelman will finish 25th. Lupe Gonzalez will finish 26th. Jeff Glockner 27th. Ronald Etheridge 28th. James Haney will finish 29th. Eric Barilli will finish 30th. Skylar Allen Sr. did not take the field and will come out 31st. Eric Talent also did not take the field tonight and will come out 32nd. So with that, I would once again like to give my congratulations to Keith Haney with the win tonight. I know Jackson Allen did have 61 laps led, most laps led of the night. So congrats to him on that once again. Make sure to hit that like button tonight and subscribe to Max Speed TV 3 for 6 nights of racing, which will be coming in October. So once again, thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out the race, and have a great night.